My childhood bully became a cop, so I turned him into a criminal. I knew Blake had become a cop when I saw him on local news talking about community outreach. The same guy who made my life hell from ages 10 to 17 was now wearing a badge, smiling into cameras, and pretending to be a protector. Back in school, Blake targeted me relentlessly. He'd slam my head into lockers so hard I saw stars, push me downstairs, break into my locker and destroy my belongings. When I told teachers, he'd find me after school and make me pay for snitching. One time, he cornered me in the bathroom and held my head underwater in a toilet until I nearly passed out. The worst part? His dad was the school principal, so no one ever believed me. My parents tried complaining, but his dad would say things like, "Boys will be boys," or "Maybe your son needs to toughen up." When I came home with a broken arm after Blake pushed me off the bleachers, his dad convinced everyone I had accidentally fallen. By senior year, I had severe anxiety and barely spoke to anyone. The day before graduation, Blake cornered me one last time. He grinned and said, "I'm going to be a cop like my uncle. Maybe I'll pull you over someday." I spent the next 8 years building a successful IT security company. Then one morning, a client called about suspicious activity on their network. When I arrived at their office, there was Blake in his police uniform, taking statements about a potential data breach. He didn't recognize me at first, but when our eyes met, his face changed. That same cruel smirk appeared. "Well, look who it is," he said. "Still the same scared little nerd?" That night, I sat at my computer and started digging. As an IT security expert, I had access to tools most people didn't. I discovered Blake had been accessing police databases to run unauthorized searches on his ex-girlfriends. He'd been using his badge to stalk women. I anonymously sent evidence to his department's internal affairs division, but nothing happened, so I dug deeper. I found he'd been falsifying overtime reports, taking bribes to lose evidence, even helping drug dealers by tipping them off about raids. Instead of reporting him directly, I created a trail, made it look like he'd been working with a major crime family for years, planted evidence on his home network showing offshore accounts, encrypted messages, and photos of him meeting with known criminals. I waited until he was working a high-profile case, then anonymously sent everything to the FBI, his police chief, and 3 local news stations. The evidence was overwhelming. Within 24 hours, FBI agents raided his house on live TV. They found the planted evidence exactly where I said it would be. His fellow officers watched in shock as he was led out in handcuffs, screaming that he was being framed. The investigation revealed his other real crimes too: the stalking, the bribes, the overtime fraud. His father tried pulling strings to help him, but the evidence was too solid. The media coverage was brutal. Blake got 15 years in federal prison. His dad resigned in disgrace.